Schneider.
I just found out some really shocking information yesterday. My friend asked me what I knew about my boyfriend's dad, and I knew some gossip already. He's been arrested and he's an alcoholic. I assumed that's what I would hear. Then he proceeded to tell me that my boyfriend's dad fucked a guy our age who went to the same high school as us. His dad is married to my boyfriend's mom still, and they always are pretty homophobic. I literally have no fucking clue what to
Wait. Stop.
Who's fucking who?
Here.
So
The dad?
Yeah.
the dad is
Khalyla, you explain it to me.
Okay.
So have you been briefed on this beforehand?
No, I'm just.
she's translated for
Understand.
Bobby.
She's good.
Okay.
She's good.
See, we're comedians. I got like 3 things, and I'm like,
Yeah.
That's why people write them short now.
Go ahead.
Yeah.
Explain it
So,
to me.
say for instance, we're in a relationship.
Yes.
You find out that my father is cheating on my mom with a young boy. But
Okay, I know this.
yeah, but my parents are homophobic. But it turns out my dad is
Gay.
So
fucking-
you're
yeah,
the
well, not
dad.
gay,
The
but
dad is gay, but he's outwardly homophobic.
my dad is homophobic, but it turns out he fucks young boys.
Okay, good. That's
He's
all.
also still married to my mom.
Okay.
So she wants to know, do I tell my boyfriend about
So
his dad?
you know this information, but I don't. Are you going to tell me what you know about my dad? You saw my dad fuck a boy.
Oh yeah.
You tell me.
Oh yeah. And I would be like, this is how I'd say it too.
and you should no longer. That guy should not be coaching Penn State either. That's all I got, folks.
Wow. A Sandusky
Yeah.
joke?
Coming out with the Sandusky?
That's all I got, man.
That's nice. Thank you.
Every decade you get.
Yeah, I would do it because I just think that it's abhorrent, that behavior.
Well, let me just ask this then: what is information that you shouldn't divulge that you do know? Then what would be stuff like you don't?
Oh, right.
Like,
That's
Khalyla,
interesting.
what would you feel would something that you would find that you would know that maybe you shouldn't say, you shouldn't divulge because it's not helpful? Like for instance,
If
I will tell you this: like I knew a very, very talented oncologist, this doctor at up in Northern California. I shouldn't narrow it down.
Yeah.
And his wife was cheating on him, and we knew for sure. And I said, I'm not saying nothing.
Yeah.
And my brother did, like an idiot. And like that was it. He never
I will
spoke,
never do
spoke
that
to him again.
I did that one time in my
Never spoke
life,
to
and
him
it
again.
backfired so horribly. And he was able to convince her that he hadn't cheated anyways, and now I look like the homewrecker. So
Are they still together?
yeah,
wow.
with kids, 2 kids now.
Wow.
I tried to tell her what he had done.
Is that a low self-esteem thing? What does somebody stay in a relationship like that?
I don't know. I think that she really believes that I was trying to somehow.
I think there's something where there's like you have a dominant person, and then there's somebody who just refuses to ever become dominant
Yeah.
and just accepts that role, and they live a common lies, and those lies continue to go, and the other person's okay with it.
There are 2 types of people. I think
Don't you
there's
think?
either a
Yeah,
high
yeah.
tall, but you know, an ex of mine, he is such a tolerant person that he just doesn't want to engage in any type of like difficulties. That
So
he
you
would
mean
rather
he
just
avoids
kind of-
conflict?
Yeah, I think Asians do that a lot too. Like
You know what? You're right.
we just kind of put it, brush it under the rug and kind of, hope nothing seeps out.
Well, it's out of politeness.
Yeah, it's polite.
But it's a weird kind of politeness to avoid. I mean, it's the same thing.
I just don't like
When you pressure me to say,
I don't
would,
like
would I lie
confrontation.
for you if you're murdering people? And I go, yeah, sure, if you want me to. No,
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
but I do think like it's an avoidance of confrontation. But what is that? What's the root to that though? As I do think, and I'll tell you what I really, really feel it is I do feel like it's the same reason the Philippines haven't changed their name from King Philip yet.
Yeah.
It's like they're long suffering. They're so polite to the point that they just suffer.
But there
and they
also
don't ha-
is
you know-
an identity to that suffering that I think is detrimental because it turns
I agree.
into that colonial mentality of being always at the mercy of the white man. And,
I totally agree.
Yeah.
and that's what the Philippines is in dire, need of change. Like that's
Well, that's why the corrupt administration to corrupt administration to corrupt administration.
Another one. Give us another one.
Yeah,
Another one?
That's I'm going to say that's a fake one.
It's a fake one. Give us another one.